All right, we're live. Hopefully, we got a special guest in the studio tonight. Tell him say hi, sis. Say hi. Tell him say hi. Raylan has to make an appearance in the studio tonight. Tell him hi. You're not going to do nothing now?
First appearance.
Huh? Tell him hi. Say wave at the camera up there. Say hi. So this is, when you see my post the other day on Facebook, this is going to be the co-host here in a couple of years. And according to Luther, she's going to keep JT quiet, I'm assuming. Right, JT? You got to speak up now, bud.
Yeah. Oh, she's already got it.
Tell him. All right. Huh? Tell him how it is. All right, we're gonna send Raylan to bed. All right, you ready to go back to Mom? We can do the show. Okay.
You seen her first episode, first appearance.
First appearance.
Pass the baby.
All right, now we're good. Night, Raylan. Happy to see you tomorrow. Say bye-bye.
All right, I got it shared now.
All right, so we got a lot to talk about this week. In the studio tonight, let me get my microphone fixed here. She's been playing with it for an hour.
Tell us what episode it is first.
This is episode 22, and I know we didn't go into the show like we normally do, but we had a little bit of distractions. We had some stuff that kind of got belched up and on Pappy and everything else. So, but in the studio tonight, we kind of talked about this a little bit, and we were going to put the women next to their significant others, but it was the women decided they want their own side of the table, and these guys are left on their own side of the table. So anyway, we got Allison Stalker in the studio tonight, and we got Megan Alexander. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys letting these guys come out and do their thing every other week or every week during the summer. But now they can't talk crap because you guys are in the studio with them, right?
They'll still talk crap.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop me.
This is going to get bad. I can see it already. But there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's start with Allison, because Allison, you used to race. Okay. I'll call you Allie then.
I'll tell you this. This is the reason it's Allison on Facebook. They wouldn't let me have Stalker as the last name forever. I had to be Egan, my maiden name. They wouldn't let me, so I had to put exactly what's on my driver's license. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad they didn't make me do that.
Stalker didn't meet their guidelines.
That's
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that hurt a little?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it don't hurt me.
It don't
either.
hurt you at all?
It
No.
doesn't hurt him. He's
That's
Okay.
fine.
been one all his life.
He's
Yeah.
thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So that heart's not working.
I don't think her mic's working. I don't hear her in my headset.
Can you hear me?
She can't talk loud enough, I guess.
Allie, get closer to the mic. It says right there on the show, on the thing. Look, Dad's already riding you.
Jeremy.
Thank goodness it's him.
Can you hear it now? Say something, Allison.
What's up? Can you hear me?
I think I can.
I think so too.
I don't know.
Seems like I can hear better now.
Just
Okay.
speak up.
Scream, I guess, because it's her mic's up all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Beck can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so you used to race pure stocks, correct? So tell everybody a little bit about your racing career. Let's start there.
So I ran a year in a Hornet. I was 13 when I started, and then after the year in a Hornet, I ran pure stocks for 4 years, I think. 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when me and Zach raced against each other.
Gotcha. Is that how you guys met?
That's how we
Yeah.
met. Yeah.
Gotcha. You beat Zach on the track, and then you guys become a couple. That makes
I don't know
makes
about
sense
that.
to me. That makes perfect sense to me. Does it you, JT?
I remember her beating him at least once.
Yeah, that perfect.
There
example.
may have been one time in there, but that was it. I made sure it did not happen after that.
It was pretty slick after the race. He'd come over. You did great tonight. Doing good.
I love it.
Then I found out
Zach-
she was still in the cradle.
Zach, you've always been a smooth talker. You notice that?
Oh, I know.
Oh, he's a lady killer.
I think that's one of the biggest reasons, like when JT and I were talking about you coming on the show to be a co-host, I'm like, Zach's such a smooth talker. I don't know how he can't do this. You know what I mean? Like,
He sweeps me off my feet.
me too. Every single time I talk to him on the phone. Just the way he says hello in the phone, just like it puts me in a whole
I
different
don't
world.
know. I don't know who I get from.
I don't know.
That's definitely from your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom's a
mom.
sweet lady.
Yeah. Dad's definitely not much of a.
He's
It'd be
tell you how it
nice.
is.
You said we'd be big on his TV tonight.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We're big on his TV.
We're on it big on the
Yeah.
TV tonight. That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, Megan, your turn. Where did you come in this equation with Mr. Huffman down here on the end?
Well, I found him on Facebook. Actually, it's kind of a weird story, but that's how it all started. We met in a McDonald's parking lot. He left Thunder Valley actually to see me. He was watching races, and that about killed him, but he did.
You're a special lady.
I guess so.
If
Yeah.
JT leaves races to meet you, that's just it's over, right?
I didn't want to. I begged her to come to the racetrack, and she wouldn't do it.
I didn't want to go see everybody the first time meeting him.
I got you.
It's a big group.
It is
The
a
Blue
big
Crew's
group.
half of Washington County. I mean, if you're gonna meet JT Huffman, you're meeting half the county. All right, so ladies, thanks for coming on tonight. We're gonna have a great conversation tonight. Well, I'm sure there's gonna be some good battles back and forth as far as because I know me and Zach's going to Pierce Race Cars tomorrow. Take the modified up there.
Yep.
Now, is there money involved tomorrow, or are we just taking the car up there?
Because
Because I don't want you to get me in a situation where I'm not supposed to tell Allie, like, hey, this cost this X amount, and keep your mouth shut and that kind of whole
No.
thing.
It's
No,
called,
So we're good then?
It's called joint checking.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get away with nothing then.
It's been that
I
way
got you.
forever.
I got
just tell her what's going on and we're good. She knows
Okay.
I bring the bread home. So.
I just didn't want to get stuck in the middle, like where you spend so much at Pierce that I got to buy your lunch and stuff because I don't care to.
I thought it was on
But-
flag to flag tab.
No,
That's what I told them.
I still owe Brandon. I don't know how much
There,
money you
you
guys
finally
racked
said
up.
it. You said you owe him.
He keeps sending me invoices. I can't get away from it.
Sorry about you.
I can't get away from it.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to
Me
it.
too. It's going to be a blast. Let's talk about because Zach and I talked about this a little bit this week, but let's talk about some national stuff. The dirt late model world is blowing up with teams changing hands and drivers going to different places. So what all we got so far? We've got Max Blair going to Boom Briggs Motorsports. We've got Hudson O'Neill going to the Rocket House Car, which that was released way back before the Jackson. Now Devin Moran has left. Ty Torg Racing is going to Roger Sellers. But the cool part about that deal is they're leaving Tennessee and they're moving all their stuff to the Moran camp in Ohio.
I think that's awesome.
That's commitment right there.
How do you, Bobby Pumphrey, when I posted that on my personal page, he asked me if I thought it was a good move. I mean, how is it not? I mean, you take Roger Sellers' financial backing, you get to move to your hometown, you get to pick what cars you run, what motors you run, the whole 9 yards, and Roger Sellers is just like here. I trust you enough, take it and run with it. I mean, how can you not?
Wait till you see how good that kid does in that car.
Oh, it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
I'm big on Devin Moran. Big on Devin Moran. And I'm all about the hometown guy, and I like Hudson O'Neill just fine, but I'm big on Devin Moran.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be.
He's gonna
A
be
heck of
one.
an ordeal.
He's gonna be one to beat next year. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, I do too.
Because you get him comfortable and where he wants to be at. He ain't gonna have to make long trips and be missing out with family.
Right.
He's gonna be right there. He's gonna be wanting to work on it all the time and make that thing fast.
I think another thing that happened this past week 2 weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, that was huge news was the fact that Brandon Shepard decided that he was going to go back to his home base team and just stick with dad and grandpa and that type of stuff. But then the news comes out that Jason Riggs is now backing the B5 team. That's huge too. I mean, as far as financial backing,
I'm
and-
really excited for Tanner English.
Oh yeah, I am too.
That's
yeah,
kind,
that's what I was going to get to that.
Really
Yeah.
local for us, really.
right?
I mean, he ran up here locally for a couple years there. Mm-hmm. And didn't miss a big race. And I think he's got just the potential to run with Devin Moran and Hudson O'Neill. You could put him in the right car.
Oh yeah, and I think the Viper Motorsports car is going. I mean, Max Blair ran good in that car.
Real good.
Yeah. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that we don't know about. So, as far as why these guys are leaving teams and that type of stuff, but I don't know. I just think it's going to be an awesome year.
Yeah.
Forgot to put my sponsors up there. Sorry.
If we could get Wiley back in racing.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell a big difference when Wiley's with him and when he's not.
Exactly. Those two just gel well. Mm-hmm. Wiley knows what Devin likes. It works.
I'll tell you another team that's going to be hard to beat. I feel like hard to beat in 2023 is going to be Garrett Smith.
Garrett Smith's guy. He's
Yeah.
got Cody Mallory, right?
Yes. So I mean, look what he did at the Dirt Track World Championship. I mean, I know
Crazy.
You can say the track was whatever.
You still got to be fast.
You still got to be fast, exactly. I mean, he was fastest in hot laps, fastest overall in qualifying, won his heat, started on the pole, and then won the Dirt Track World Championship.
Anybody that lines himself with Cody Mallory is fast.
And he's got Scott Bloomquist behind him.
That doesn't hurt either.
No. So, yeah. So, anyway, I think there's a lot of, and JT brought up the Tanner English news. No, it's fine. I'm just trying to think of all the stuff that's happened in the last month, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. We don't do, I don't know about this every other week crap.
Big stuff locally. Zach Stalker sticks with
Pierce
for another year. JT Huffman rides with TSR for another year. Braden Watson switches to Elite. Has anybody heard what Jordan Weaver's doing?
I'm assuming he's staying Elite, but I don't know.
I'm
not heard
assuming.
100%.
Rumors are out,
Yeah. Silly season's in full swing. I like it. I like hearing all the news and
I do too.
seeing what's going on and that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
You guys aren't saying nothing over there.
Matt Lamar is going to be primary sponsors, I heard, for
Yes.
at least one
it's
of us.
It's a possibility.
The tab doubled at Howler.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Brad Wald wants to know how much is a race ready Crown Vic from Bo. What are the
Mine's
price on those?
mine's 4,000.
43 for mine. The only difference is mine's Speedway legal, Zach's isn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
It's
they're
still,
both they're same car.
yeah, and mine's probably a little faster.
Let's go look at the score sheet. Allie, did you see that score sheet? Do you remember what the record was?
So this is where they're going to bring you guys in.
I believe there was 2 races at 3 races at Funfest. I'm sorry. Do you remember whose name was on top of those, Allie? Megan, you guys?
I think Zach got the short end of the stick on Sunday.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Now it comes out.
Zach was sticking his nose where
Now
it
it
did not
comes
belong.
out. Zach got
See?
the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
I know who's got my back
Not that
now.
much.
Speaking of Fun Fest, since we got the ladies on tonight, congratulations to Allie on winning the. But so right now, technically, we're 1-1, right? You've got one and you've got one. Tyler Puff wins.
I have
Or you got 2,
3.
2 or 3. Okay, then never mind. Then we can't start that
She's a
argument.
pro.
I am definitely not a pro.
But hang on a minute. How many powder puffs have you ran?
Just one.
So you're 100%. How many have you ran?
5 or 6.
Percentage
Probably
wise,
50,
percentage wise, you got to beat Allie. But
See,
Megan's got 2 or 3 wins, so it's hard
and
to.
used to race.
You need to get some powder puff shirts made. I mean, you're looking at 80% wins here. We need to get some kind of T-shirts going, and
Dude, we're trying to save money here, okay?
Yeah, you're not helping me at all.
We're gonna sell
kind of in the
them.
middle, ain't I?
People
We're gonna
buy
sell them. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll buy one.
That's enough.
Yeah. Okay, so Tanner Huffman said left his brother in the stands by myself to go see some girl.
Not just some girl, Tanner.
That's right. That's your
I'm
future
your favorite.
sister.
Yeah.
Tara said Richard J. Stalker is quite the sweet talker too, and he wants to be.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it at all, huh? You don't believe it.
You don't back talk Richard J. Stalker. I'll tell you that right now.
Ask me how I know.
Okay, so here's where it's going to get interesting. I'm just going to put this up on the screen.
I've already seen that.
Do you want to explain this, Zach, or how do you? I mean,
I don't know.
you work with Tyler, so I know this is directed towards you. So, what was the discussion about today?
It was actually about shocks.
No, this is full car here. So
Yeah.
it had to get brought up sometime today.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll text you
I'm
later,
gonna be
Tyler, to
working
get
a
the
lot of-
information about this. I'll text you
Well,
later.
what happened was I loaned him the money.
Yeah.
He wasn't spending his own money.
Yeah.
Well, where'd you get the
So now
money
you've
from?
got interest on top of it.
Yeah, come on, Zach.
Oh, this is getting bad.
I was
Well-
trying to help, buddy.
I'm going to be working a lot of overtime. She knew that anyways, so.
This is
Thanks,
gonna be,
Tyler.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting. Thanks, Tyler, for bringing. I'll text you later, bud. I'll get the details on that.
You'll know when he doesn't make it to work tomorrow.
I won't be at work tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be at Pierce
Monday.
Monday.
Oh, he'll be putting in the hours tomorrow.
So Grant Simpson said, "I heard they're moving Double Down Motorsports to Salem, Indiana, and going blue.
That'd be smart, really.
It would really be
But
smart.
he got 2 drivers ready to go.
And he got like 74 crewmen ready to go too.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody want to
Best
fight
fans
us.
in the world." Grant said JT will be in a gum car next year too.
I've heard that a couple times, and
I think he'll make it happen.
I'm excited to hammer some details out on that.
Yeah, I think it'll happen.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I like running for the GSR team. That was a lot of fun. Hanging out with them guys is a lot of fun every week.
Tyler Collins said lies. So there's more to this story.
I
I
like
want to
this
get the details of this.
He's just trying to get me in trouble.
And then he said it was a big offer, hard to turn down. Brad, you're probably right. This is probably going to be divorce court.
I like it.
And I'm not acting like Judge Judy on here. I guarantee you that. I'm not putting a gown on and getting into all that detail. So, what else we got on topic tonight? What about 20? I was thinking about this the other day going back forth to work. What's our 2023 predictions? You got any 2023 predictions? Anywhere. I don't care if Brownstown, Paragon, Bloomington, whatever. What's some predictions we can look for 2023?
I would say I think Brownstown locally. I think Devin Gilpin wins some big races. I think Matt Boatnick makes a modified comeback. I don't know. I'd just be speculating. But I think it's well deserved if he does. Plus, it get him off my back a little bit.
Right.
I'm hoping he stays in your class.
Yeah.
Now his daughter was racing too there at the end of the year,
yeah.
so who knows what's going to happen.
So does Matt
there.
go to modifieds and daughter stays in super stocks? You think?
I don't know. It depends on how focused he wants to be on her. You know, if he wants to watch her while she's out there and get her going, then
right.
maybe
She was very respectful too on the track. I thought.
yeah.
I would say
Yep.
he will definitely jump back in for the big shows in the super stock.
Oh, yeah.
though.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like the Scott Patman and stuff. I think he'll be in the
Yeah.
super stock.
He doesn't need to.
But you
He
never
will
know.
be though. He will. He'll be there. I really think that hanging out with Tyler Collins and stuff this year, and a lot of the other Craig guys, Peden and Neil and all them guys. I just think that the crate class is going to take off. I think it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. I think the racing's really, really good. There's a lot more tracks around here locally, which I know the South has always been like a big crate like area or whatever. But I think with the Rue Memorial, then you got the 5,000 win race at Paragon last year, or actually this year, sorry. I just think the crate racing is going to take off. And I'm hoping what would be nice is if some other classes follow suit, right? So there's a lot of big, you go to like Fairbury and stuff, there's huge modified races. Be nice to see the modifieds and stuff like that take off too, but we'll see.
I think you're going to see the rise of kryptonite race cars in southern Indiana.
Yeah.
I think it's already started.
Yeah.
I think it has to.
There was 4. I counted 4 in the crates at FunFest.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's already starting. The idea of a basic setup that's easy to adjust on, I think it will really settle well with a lot of guys around here.
Yeah.
And I also think you see the rebuild of Rocket around the nation.
I think 2023 is going to be the year that that's what we see that. I think it's going to be Rocket kind of fell off at the end of the year last year, which I mean it is what it is, but that's what I've always said about racing. It's always about people coming up with new stuff. And Mark Richards and Steve Baker are not out of this equation yet. I don't care what anybody says; they're not out of the equation.
Yeah, you don't ever count Mark Richards out.
No.
Nope. So here's some other big things. We talk about people going to different teams, but I'm kind of curious to see after Speed Weeks who goes with what series. Because Hudson's always been a Lucas Oil guy. He's been on Lucas Oil ever since he started racing late models for a living, whatever. But does the Rocket One house car go back to Woo?
No, you don't take Mark Richards off.
But that's where Mark Richards and Brandon Shepard won most of the championships was World of Outlaws.
Yeah, but you don't take him off. World of Outlaws made him mad,
Yep.
and now they got paid for it.
Yeah.
I get it, but
I don't remember exactly what happened. It was something to do with Droop Rule or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
do we drop the Droop rule in 2023? That's another big topic. XR did.
XR just didn't want to check it.
Yeah, but what is the Droop rule? I mean, what's the
I don't understand it. I'm not a late model guy.
So you had Ricky Weiss got DQ'd at Eldor for the Droop rule.
right? He got mad and loaded up and went home.
Yeah. Brandon Overton just got disqualified this past weekend because of the Droop rule. 10,000 win show.
Just let them do it. And I mean, they're going to just raise it up as high as they possibly can.
It's just going to keep going up. Right? But I mean, it's all part of, I don't know. Like, I don't get.
I'm not late model savvy. I'm not. I don't understand how they work. I drove my first birdcage car a month ago. I don't understand what was happening.
He just
Something was happening,
He
right?
just knows it was happening.
You can feel it happening.
Right.
I will tell you that.
Right.
If you sit here in the super stock and you're thinking, boy, them mod guys spin out a lot. They do spin out a lot. But that is a whole different deal.
Different animal, ain't it?
It's when you, and part of it was me too, because I didn't have no experience. But
Right.
you got to try to keep that thing loaded.
Right.
And when I tell Zach that every week, I'm like, Zach, you got to keep that car loaded. I didn't know it was hard to keep it loaded.
Right.
I thought you just dragged the brake, keep that thing loaded, but that's not how it works.
Right.
Plain and
You got a whole
simple.
different perspective now, don't you?
So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know what the deal is, but obviously it's important for some reason.
Right. Let's go back to Brad Walton's comment here because we've not discussed this. The Halloween 200.
Oh, it was a blast, dude.
We've not discussed it. We talked about because the week before, the last show we had was the week of Halloween 200.
Right.
So we've not got to talk to you about the high bank. So let's fill us in here.
To start out with, me and Bo actually got up there in time to make the first practice session. We were rolling to the gate as the big car, the street stocks were making their final practice. So we were all out there for the first practice. I get stopped in the lineup chute as the first guy to roll out. So there's nobody in front of me. My first laps at Salem Speedway, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm out there just thinking I'm laying down some laps, and then I come in the pit, and Tanner's like, "We got to get faster." And I was like, I thought I was flying. But on that first session, a car did pass me with 2 to go, and I realized I wasn't flying. He was right.
Right.
But second session, we got faster. Third set, I'm not running nobody down. I was a little disappointed in how the Salem Speedway conducted theirself on a couple of things. I felt like we qualified mid-pack. I was running over the guy in front of me that was because we were group qualified.
Right.
I was half straightaway behind and ran him down. We get our group qualifying. We're on there looking. We're all waiting just to see what our time is, and it never posts my name. And they come over and tell Kelton, well, our transponder didn't pick up. So, okay, so they're just going to give us another go at it. Now, we're just going to give you 38th.
What?
That's how it went down.
Really?
So the way the Salem Speedway works is there's 50 cars, right? So they take the fastest 25 and the slowest 25, and those go back to a pill draw. So the first 25 was reset with the pill draw, then the second 25 was reset separately with a pill draw.
I got you.
So I had to restart in the second half when I felt like I was in the first half qualifying.
Right.
Everybody I talked to said they thought I was in the first half. It is what it is. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was okay with it. We're starting mid-pack anyway because I pill drawed 11.
Right.
So we roll off out there. I'm excited just to hear him announce my name in the out-of-car driver intros. They're going to say
Right.
my name at the Salem Speedway. Big deal to me. So we get that out of the way and we get rolling, and we're just going to roll around for our first 75 laps. Bo said just keeping the car clean. I wasn't pushing the car hard. We were just rolling around. We went from like 31st to we were running like 22nd after the first break. We dodged all the wrecks. We were in good shape. We came into pit. We had 10 minutes to pit. My pit crew did it in a minute and a half.
There you go.
I was like, guys, double check everything.
Right. Right.
We do not need to be that fast. Mo goes, oh, we still got 8 minutes left? I was like, yeah, we can get make sure. Because it didn't matter when you went back
Track
out.
position,
They
track
lined
position.
you up exactly how you went in.
Right.
So
Track position.
they double checked everything. We went back out. We were rolling really good in the second session. The car felt better because I put new right front on, or Bo put new right front on it. Car was driving really good. I was really liking it. I was waiting to the last 50 to turn it up. 2 cars smacked the wall in front of us, and asphalt flew up. And I was running a stock glass windshield. My mistake. You know, I talked to a couple people. They told me it would be fine, and it would have been fine, but a piece of asphalt hit it right in front of the driver. Couldn't see. So Kelton's on the intercom, and he's telling me, he's like, you got to make a good decision here. He said, everybody here cares about you. It's just a race. Well, it wasn't just a race to me. It was the Halloween 200. It was my first Halloween 200. So we have this. We're under caution where them 2 smacked the wall, obviously.
Right.
We roll around 5 caution laps. And I just keep telling myself, oh, I can see. I'm fine. This is fine. So I'm like this, trying to look over the crack. This is going to be just fine. And Kelton finally talked to me to go in, and I was yelling at Tanner to bust the windshield out. And Tanner's like, I want to, but Dad won't let me. And so that ended our night. But
overall, it's a good experience.
I'm going to say this about Salem Speedway. Overall, it's a really cool place. I was mad about the qualifying deal. The food was okay, but that doesn't really matter. The atmosphere at Salem Speedway at the Halloween 200, nothing like it.
Awesome.
If you can race Brownstown Speedway, though, you can drive around the Salem Speedway.
Gotcha.
To me, the asphalt, and I know it was in Crown Vic. I went in the big car.
Right.
But really, the car was just, you just have to have faith in it and you just drive it in there hard. Those Crown Vics don't have steering quickeners. It sure feels like it does because that thing's banked so high that you don't turn the wheel no more than a quarter turn.
Really? So it helps you through the corners then?
Yeah. And me and Zach's both working on Bo really, really hard in hopes to do it again in 2023. We'd like to field 2 cars.
That's what Brad had just asked. He said, would you do it again?
Oh, I'm begging Bo to do it again. I know he doesn't really want to. He was nervous.
Right.
And I wasn't worried about getting hurt because I was in a Bo Ivers Epic car. You can ask Zach. He hit that car a ton the other night. He got out. You wasn't even bruised, were you?
No.
Hit the wall a few times.
Hit the wall.
He hit it like 12 times at Thunder Valley, but go ahead.
I do not worry about the safety Bo Ivers put in the race car.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it at all.
I think you could get hit in the driver's door at 70 mile an hour and you probably get out and walk away from it.
Yeah.
You going to run the high banks next year?
Well, I really wanted to run this year if the car was, legal for it. But you had to change a bunch of stuff, and if I can convince them, oh yeah, I don't care if I got to throw some money at it to convince them
To be there.
I want to do it.
Let's just call it right now.
Don't call it.
Yeah, don't
JT
We're
call
gonna
it.
blow our chances.
JT.
We're working on him still.
I said call it like that's my prediction for 2023.
Well, you need to say Bo pretty please.
Yeah.
Bo, it needs to happen. JT and Zach both Halloween 200 2023. Calling it right now.
I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing.
Front row.
There was nothing like it. It was a blast.
I'm glad you had a good time. I've talked to a lot of people who said you looked really good that were there. So.
And I wasn't even pushing it hard.
Right.
That's the thing. I was saving it. That last
We had
50.
to, though. We were eating tires off faster than we had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last 50, I was gonna blow tires off of it. I didn't care.
We'll take a truckload of tires next
You
year.
definitely need them,
We'll take them.
You need to have at least a new set on the car and 2 new sets to go.
at least.
So are you good to go to like the 10-minute break?
My right front was showing cords,
Really?
and it was a brand new tire when we rolled out for the first.
It was bad.
And we ran half those laps caution.
So was there
laps.
people pitting before the 10-minute?
No.
Gosh, dang.
We learned a little too. So it turns out these guys cut these tires. They take a brand new tire and they take it to a guy down in Jeffersonville, and he cuts the first layer of tread off. I don't know what that does. It's like bird cages. I don't. Whatever.
It does something.
But evidently, it makes the tire last longer.
Really?
But the tire we was running was actually the tire of choice up there. We were running Achilles, and that was the tire of choice by the guys that were winning. But they were cutting theirs.
Huh.
And until
you would
you
think-
see it, you would not imagine how fast Crown Vics are on the high banks. But they get it.
They said we could go in the corner somewhere around 98 mile an hour. Now, most of the race we didn't. But
That's still crazy.
that decision
though.
was there.
It's because you had all those people in front of you.
Yeah.
Go in and
You're right. Yeah, that's right. I tell you, down the straightaways, it feels like you're crawling. But then when you get to the corner, you're like, I'm going way too fast to make this corner. It's way different. It is. And Zach needs to experience it too, behind me.
Tanner says you need more pit guys. You need more pit guys next year?
They got a 10-minute pit break, and we did it in a minute and a half.
He's
Tanner?
talking about if Zach's
Yeah.
running too.
Why can't they do 2 cars?
Too
We'd
much
still
work
have
for
6
him.
extra
He's gotta
minutes.
eat ice cream.
We'd have 6 extra minutes with 2 cars.
Here's the bad thing is, Tan Man, since you've chimed in, I just can't see Tanner doing much anyway. Was he bossing a lot of people around and saying
Tanner
this?
was the only one on my side. He wanted to bust the window out of the car.
Okay, well, I'll give you credit then, Tanner.
Well, yeah, if
I'll
it
give you
involves him hitting something,
He's all about
he's
it.
all
all
about it.
Yeah, tearing stuff
credit. All
up.
about it.
Yeah.
Now, Eric Lynn says it keeps the tires from chunking.
It must. My right front chunked out. You could see I can send you a picture of it.
Maybe that's what it does then. Maybe it keeps it from chunking out then.
It was crazy. And Tanner, here's what kills me, because I didn't know. Tanner's outside the car and he goes, tire looks great. He keeps telling me that. I'm like, why do you keep telling me? If it looks great, it looks great. He told me that 5 times. I think he was trying to convince himself. But it did not look great when I got out of the car, and there's no way it would have made another 75 laps.
Tire looks great. Tire looks great.
And the rear end's leaking on. He goes, it's just a drip. And Bo goes, no, there was a puddle, and it only sat there for 3 minutes.
And you could see it down the frame rail.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, it wasn't very good. But it made it.
Didn't make it. That car is a lot of fun to drive. I kept finding problems on it because I don't maintenance it like I
Right.
should. Bo built it. I painted it.
Run it.
We run it.
You're right.
Well, it turns out the steering was about to fall off the stupid thing.
Well, you said that the week we was here.
I
'cause
know
you had
it.
to get new parts for the steering.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I was getting ready to go race it like that, and then we changed all that. That thing turns like Zach's Modify now. Butter.
Butter.
The whole time I've had it, it's turned hard. I thought the power steering pump was junk. No, the steering was about to fall off of it the whole time I've had it.
That would make it hard to turn.
Yeah. The center link was smacking the oil pan.
What do you say you're thinking?
Have you
How-
checked? What have you
no,
made
he
in
said you're
steers?
thinking, how did he beat me at Fun Fest? His car's
Oh.
falling apart. How did he beat me at Fun Fest?
I'm Will Man, son.
No, yeah.
He was a lap down before he ran me into the guy on the front stretch.
There
So
we go. I knew Zach couldn't make 100 laps driving like Dale Earnhardt. Sorry, Zach.
I
What's
was
going to
ge-
happen?
it's hard to fit myself in between you and another car.
Here's what happened. I didn't realize Zach was close, and he drove around me. I was like, no, that's not going to fly. So when I caught the lap car in the backstretch, I pushed him behind the lap car, and I drove back around him. And then every time I
I
caught a
should've
lap
done
car, I
that.
just ran into him, make sure he couldn't pass me.
You'll have that.
You'll have that.
Zach was willing his. If he wouldn't have gotten that wreck, he might have had a shot at it.
Then it'd been worth about $7,000, wouldn't it?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
7,500.
I still had a blast.
Tanner said he gets crap done. That's what Tanner said. Ethan said he's trying to get talked into the third car. How many cars we going to field up there at Halloween 200?
He's only got 2, don't he?
He's only got 2, yeah. I think he's planning on selling the black one because I found another one. And then Zach's going to take mine and,
So he gets the hand-me-down.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I found another one I'm trying to buy. And I asked Bo the other day, if I buy it, will you help me do it?
Right.
And he said, let's do it because this one's a newer one. And I want to
got
be,
you.
them guys that were in the top 5 of the Salem Speedway were a whole different league
Right.
than my 2001. And I found a 2010.
There you go. See, I told you, you're already looking forward to 2023 Halloween 200.
I had
You're
a
already
blast.
scoping cars out.
I don't even care if I race it anymore. Well, I want to run the Brownstown Enduro again with Zach. That was a blast.
Right.
That was a blast.
Anytime I race with him, it's a freaking good
So
time.
you're just going to run one time, just be the Halloween 200
And the Brownstown Enduro,
and
probably.
Brownstown Enduro.
We might play with it some more. We told Jim, we seen Jim, what was it, Saturday?
Yeah.
For the wedding.
Yeah.
the wedding.
And we was trying to get him to have more Enduros.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good idea. Why not?
You could get 20 to 30 Crown Vics for them Enduros every time you pay 500
yeah.
to win or something.
Oh, yeah. Could you even do that like on a Sunday afternoon or something?
I don't see why not.
I'd be interested.
Yeah. Don't make it like the night of a regular show.
No,
Just have a. I mean, because in reality, who cares what shape the track's in for an enduro?
Yeah.
Right?
They water it anyways.
Yeah.
The first 20 laps was a blast just because you're spinning.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I door slammed Elizabeth and I felt awful about it. And
She called me about it.
yeah, I know. Well, I didn't want Zach to get away.
Yeah, she called me about it. She was all like, she was tore up.
Yeah, I hit her pretty hard. I gave her a big hug and we're good now.
She was supposed to be here tonight. That's what she said. She said, I'll meet JT at the studio Thursday night.
I'm not fighting her.
Huh?
I'm not going to fight her. I lose that fight.
I door slammed Brandon Kramer on accident. We went into the corner and I hit a patch of mud and it went straight.
When me and Zach were battling, it was right behind a pure stop. We were pushing a pure stop.
Yeah.
I mean, we were good cars.
Right.
Yeah.
How many did you say they ended up having entered in that?
In the Enduro,
Enduro.
30 or 40.
Was
yeah,
there?
there was 3 wide, probably at least 10 rows deep.
Yeah.
Finley said he'd sell you his car.
His is no way. His is a good car.
Prediction. Another 2023 prediction. Anthony Finley gets his first Crown Vic feature win in 2023.
I hope so. The
That's
guys
gonna
worked
happen,
hard.
Finley.
Guys worked his butt
What's going
off.
to happen? Hey, let's share this out tonight, too. Let's get some more people in on the conversation. We've got a half hour left.
Yeah, we're low on viewers tonight.
Well, we got 31 viewers. We're doing good. And they're all here for Megan and Allie anyway, so they're not here for us.
Yeah.
What's your guys' 2023 plans? Just to support these two yahoos? Is that what the plan is?
Yep.
Hanging out at
All
the
right.
racetrack.
Are you guys going to run Powder Puff again next year, Fun Fest?
For if I'm allowed to.
I'm gonna run the mod next year.
Are you?
I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
We're taking her to the jig tomorrow. It's good.
You can take it again next year. It's okay.
Yeah, and the Fun Fest is at the end of the year.
Make it a yearly thing.
Yeah. That's the last thing I need to do.
And late breaking news, I will be hot lapping, practicing the modified at Fun Fest next year. Do you know about that?
Buddy, I don't know if you can get in that thing.
I'll get in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have Pierce put a top hatch thing in the roof
Hey,
of it.
it's all right. You know his daughter's Addie. She didn't show up to lay no heartbreak down like she's supposed to.
Yeah. He definitely won't show
He
up
ain't
either.
gonna show.
She ain't going to show up to nothing, boys. I knew like the week after we talked about it, she was done. But
It's a
Jeremy,
good time.
you are correct. 2022 is not done. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023. So I know Tyler Collins. I did see where Michael Bennett, they said that they're going to 15,000 win crate race somewhere like Eastern Kentucky, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, they're running
This
for
weekend,
15,000. No, it's like maybe November sometime. I
Well,
know Tyler Collins is going to a big race.
Circle
in
City's this weekend.
Circle
isn't it?
City's this weekend.
If I didn't have the house going on, I'd have probably went to that. They're paying
Yep.
1,000 on super stocks.
Yep. What is it? It's a spook something?
Spooky 150 or
50,
something.
like that. Yeah. So, yeah, Jeremy, Richmond, Kentucky. So yeah, there's still a lot of good racing. Then you got the Dome coming up in December. The World Finals.
That's
is
really cool.
two weeks.
If anybody ever gets a chance to go to that,
The facility is phenomenal.
that facility
Phenomenal.
is second to none. It makes Eldora look run down when you go to that place. It's crazy.
Tyler, thank you. Willard Speedway, November 12th, 15,000 to win. Tyler, is that also on Friday night too, the 11th, or is it just the 12th? I thought I seen somewhere there's like it's on the 11th also or something, but maybe not.
Levi says Montpelier's got another one still too.
Montpelier still, yeah, they're still running this weekend. There's still a lot of racing left.
It's just so cold,
It is.
and it's hard to get an alcohol motor to warm. I
But
have.
see, it's like this crazy thing is it's like this in the springtime too, because Brownstown they start in March.
Yeah.
You don't ever know what the weather's going to be like.
We'll start our car 20 or 30 minutes before, just trying to get some heat in
Heat
it.
in it, yeah. Friday's 2,000 to win. Thursday is practice. I got you. Are you going down for all 3 days? I'm assuming.
The crate thing's really taking off big.
It's
Did you guys
huge,
watch
yeah.
the one with that Joseph Joyner one the other night?
Yeah. That
Powell
was,
Family Memorial. That was a heck of a race.
Poor Kyle Bronson though. I
I know.
hated that for him.
I think he showed his hand a little too early.
It's like
But-
it's like his tires didn't fire on the start or
Right.
something to me.
But it's just like Joseph Joyner said, though, in the Victory Lane speech, though. I mean, everybody was expecting the track to rubber up. So, I mean, I'm sure Bronson was going for it just for the fact that you get out front and track rubbers, then you're good. But it never did rubber. So, I think it turned out to be an awesome race.
Yeah, it was a good race. I just hated it for. I like Kyle Bronson. I love his interviews. I like his attitude. I like the way he looks.
Right.
He cracks me up, dude.
He's
He talks
down-
a million mile an hour.
He's
He
a down
does.
to earth guy.
Yeah. He does talk a mile an hour.
And he's honest
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Yep. Gloria said that she's very excited about the 2023 season with GSR Racing. So Gloria, which is one of Grant Simpson's main sponsors, she actually sold her house in North Carolina. She's living in Bedford full time.
Really?
Yep. She
Good for
moved up here
her.
with them. So
She's a super sweet lady.
super sweet lady. I
That-
love talking to her every time I go to the track.
I like her way more than Grant.
Absolutely.
I don't know what she's doing
Absolutely.
with Grant, but
If I
she's a
see-
sweetheart.
If I see Grant and Gloria walking down together, like I'll ignore Grant. Like I'll go talk to Gloria.
Yeah, Kenny and Gloria.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
we like anybody more than
Grant. Yeah. He's coming on the show. He's coming back over end of November.
Are you going to tell them about the big news?
Yeah, here in a little bit. I got some exciting news too. Here, we'll release about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Next show is going to be a huge one. Another, I don't know. It's going to be another off the chain show. So we are very excited about it. So anyway, what else you guys got to talk about tonight?
Well, you didn't tell us what your guys' big excitement is. Are you guys excited for anybody switching next year or what?
Yeah,
I'm excited to see Hudson break out the rocket car at Charlotte and see how he does.
me too. I think it's going to be cool.
I don't think it's a good place for him to break it out.
I don't know. I have to agree with Megan on this. If we're going to switch teams, I like to see once the Lucas and the World of Outlaw series is over with. I want to see at the end of the year. I want to see like that car on the track before the year's over.
He can.
I don't know. I
get
just
it.
like that. I like to see.
He
it
knows what he
before.
needs to work on.
Right. Get a race in or two, and
Rocket on a half mile, though. That's going to be a Longhorn race.
I don't know.
I'd say Longhorn wins that race. Zach, what do you think?
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Probably
go.
just one Longhorn.
Overton, Davenport, McCready,
Probably
Thornton.
Davenport.
I'd take any of them guys.
Davenport's good on the big tracks.
But he loses his crew chief, right? That's correct.
Yeah,
That's the rumor.
Yeah,
That's not been confirmed yet.
Not that I've seen.
I'm curious to see what happens.
You
if
know who
he-
I would pick at the World Finals too?
who?
Fergie.
I like Fergie.
In the
do
blue
like
Star.
furry.
I'd have to go with Fergie.
You can't not like him. He's just down to earth guy.
He's very down to earth.
And but doesn't have his little like 2-car garage deal he's got.
It's neat. That's a tiny shop.
He's got them stacked on top of each other in there, and he's winning races.
Yep.
Brad Walton's got a very good point. Mastersbuilt had an awesome showing at the Fall 50 at Florence.
So I didn't really see what happened. Somebody said my boy Jameson was out there putting the work in.
So
He was battling the
watched
leader. He was battling the leader. Was he a lap car? Maybe. He was battling the leader, though.
He did nothing good.
Here we go.
Well,
I will say this. This is a big debate because I did watch the video, and right or wrong, I don't know that Jameson did anything wrong.
No.
Well, they didn't throw the layover flag. I'm pretty positive.
So how did
I didn't
Jameson know
see
that
it.
he was coming?
He didn't.
You know?
Yeah.
In Jameson's defense,
I'm a big Jameson fan, so defend him. Get out there.
But how does he know Rice is coming? I mean, if he was a single car by himself, okay, I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
but there was like 2 or 3 cars right there battling with Jameson. So
Yeah.
You can't
I
be
don't
mad at
know.
Jason Jameson. He's Florence guy. He's trying to get it done. He doesn't know he's getting lapped down.
But here's the
and that
thing,
was he
though.
was in the is it Weenie? Is that how you say it? Whiny, whatever. He wasn't even in a Justin or a James Ratliff car. I don't think he was in the one that Greg Johnson drove.
Yeah.
and John Gill.
But it also too though in Josh Rice's defense, Josh Rice was going to cash a check that night.
Josh Rice was going to win the race
It was over.
by straight.
Yeah.
line.
It was over.
Bobby didn't have nothing for Josh,
No.
and I like Bobby
So
too.
I could see where Josh Rice was mad. I could get it. I could see.
I get why he's mad. I'd have been mad too. But if anybody thinks that Jameson wrecked Ratliff on purpose,
I don't think it was ever
They're
on
both
purpose.
Florence
I don't.
boys.
Yeah, I don't think it was on
Yeah.
the
purpose.
Florence boys ain't gonna wreck each other.
Okay, Tyler said you never ever turn right at the end of the straightaway. If you leave the lane above you open at the start of the straight, you leave it open the whole way. That's a good point.
Well, maybe he was throwing a slider on the leader.
He was not throwing a. You're out of this conversation, JT. You're out.
I like Jason.
Yeah, but you're out. You're out.
I don't think he did it on purpose.
Tyler's comment right there makes total sense compared
It
to what
make-
you just said. Throwing your lap car, and you're throwing a slider on the leader.
It makes sense. I don't think he knew the leader was there. I think he made a last minute decision that he wanted the cushion. I don't think it ever had any intent to block anybody or wreck anybody.
That's true.
But,
Guy has
but that is
momentum.
a good. Tyler Collins has got a really good point there, and that's 100% accurate.
But the flagman should have thrown the
He should
layover
have threw
flag.
the layover flag.
If you see the layover flag, you stick to your
Stick
line.
to
You
your
don't
lane.
move.
Yeah, exactly.
And I bet you Jameson
You
wish he
don't-
could take it back.
But you're not on a lap car. You throw a slider on the leader. That ain't
Get
how
your
it
lap
works.
back.
Not. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
I hate it. I hate it for Josh Rice. I really do.
Brad said maybe something broke, like Bubba and Kyle.
Yeah,
Steering went
don't
out.
compare.
Steering went
don't
out.
compare Jason Jameson to.
Did you
Bubba
see the
Wallace.
interview? Steering went out.
Yeah,
He was on the gas still. So
Exactly.
his
Exactly.
His light should have went out when Kyle Larson hit him with that helmet, but he didn't do it.
That's sports.
He said in the first
That's
interview,
sports.
though, that he does not lift.
That's what he said. And to Megan's point, he never let off the gas. Steering or no
you can
steering.
watch the dang. They got the pedal, whatever, and
Yeah.
the light's green all the way.
Yeah. That's he should have been done for the whole year.
He should have got his
The rest
teeth
of the
knocked
year.
in. That's the way it should have happened.
Kyle knew
Yeah.
he'd be kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. If
All
the shoe
next
was
year
on the other
probably.
foot, Larson would have been done for another year.
But I think
That's the
the
bad
best
thing about the situation.
I think the best thing Kyle did though was won the next week.
Oh yeah.
With Bubba sitting at home watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just sports.
Burn him.
Yep.
Okay, so next week's exciting news. You guys ready for this? You guys already know. But
Oh yeah.
So next Thursday, or 2 weeks.
I hope
2 weeks from
Tristan's
tonight.
watching. This is Tristan's guy.
2 weeks from tonight, we will be joined via video chat by the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell.
Oh boy.
Kyle Alt will be coming over. Kyle will be joining us in on the conversation with Dale. Kyle kind of helped us get this deal done with Dale. So we are very excited to have some time with Doug McDowell, talk about his racing career, talking about, just some of his favorite tracks and what his future plans are, that type of stuff. So we are very excited. And Dale McDowell's another one of those guys. How do you not like him? Like, he's like one of the most humble people in the sport. Like,
Who doesn't pull for him at the World 100
Right.
running second?
every year I pull for Dale
times.
McDowell. Every year.
He's got to get it.
Are you going to talk?
Yeah.
You sure?
Hey, I like Dale McDowell, but John Gill is way cooler than Dale McDowell.
Are
Here
you
we
gonna
go.
tell him that?
No, I'm not going to tell him that.
Hopefully
He's
he's
watching
not watching
tonight.
this week.
If he asks, I like Mac Day Dale McDowell.
You're already in a hole.
But
man.
John
Yeah,
Gill,
you're already in a hole. You're
John
already in a
Gill,
hole.
there's John
You're
Gill and
already
there's
in a hole.
everybody else.
Insert foot into
You're already in a
mouth.
hole.
Gosh.
No, he's not gonna come.
Oh, he'll come. To say
yeah,
Jack
I'm-
Stalker, he'll come.
I'm super excited about it because I think there's a lot of knowledge to talk to Dale about. Just racing over the years. Just think about and another thing too. Not to get off the Dale McDowell, but what about Pennsboro opening back up in 2024?
Oh,
Did you see
really?
that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So XR is going to reopen the Pennsboro Motor Speedway in West Virginia.
Really?
I mean, that place is like growed up.
XR's doing some really good stuff.
They
ain't
are. They're throwing a lot of money at it. So hopefully, a lot of good things to come out of it. But
I think they're going to keep going with North Wilkesboro
Yep.
too. Anything?
Yep.
Have an all-star race there or something?
yep,
Or is that Nashville? It might be North Wilkesboro.
I think it's North Wilkesboro.
That's
But
cool. deal.
Pennsboro's one of those tracks. You talk about history. Me and Derek was talking about today, but there's a lot of history to Pennsboro, the Hillbilly 100, and back in the 70s and 80s. And
So what kind of race are they going to have? Are they going to have a big race?
I'm sure they'll have a big race here, some kind of big money paying race. Which XR is really competing with a lot of the series with their payouts. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see too, as far as payout goes, who's going to follow series next year and who's not. You had Davenport fall off, you had Jimmy Owens fall off, you had
Well, look at Lucas Oil paid more money than they've ever paid, and they've had less cars than they've
Less
had
cars.
in 15 years.
it's like Jimmy said. I mean, when you can go 200-300 miles from the house and run for 15,000-20,000 every weekend, why put all that wear and tear on your equipment?
Changing racing. The only thing I hate about it is it takes away from, like the Jackson 100 took away from the big guys.
Right.
There wasn't as many big guys. We didn't have Jimmy Owens. We didn't have Scott Bloom.
See, and
Yeah.
then you've got like races running against each other because they had a big race down south. So you knew anybody at Tennessee South was going down there. Anybody Kentucky North was going to the Jacksons. So
Right.
I think
unless you're touring with Lucas Oil.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your random guys that.
I still think that was probably not the worst, but that was one of the. I don't know. There's been a lot better Jackson 100
Yeah,
races
I
than
agree.
that,
I
as
agree.
far as competition and just cars in general showing up.
Right. It was really cool to work with Tyler though, switching that motor out and stuff like that. That was a cool project.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously that kept me busy most of the weekend, but I enjoyed every minute of it just because one of our local guys was trying to make it. He ran crate one night and switched motors out, and then ran.
Yeah.
And Humphrey did it, and kept
He
the
did
same motor.
kept the same motor. Yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
I really wish Tyler's motor wouldn't have went bad because I'd really like to have seen because he was moving forward.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's just bad timing.
yeah. He's making good progress.
David
It was a
Lucky
cool
said-
weekend.
It was. David Lucky says we need a wedge race there again. That would be cool. I like to see wedges come back one time.
Who's gonna build it for one time?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, just visually, like if you could just see it one time, you know what I mean? Like we didn't grow up in that era,
I know I missed it.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I mean, I didn't. A little bit.
Yeah,
before
but
my
you got to
time.
run around with Jim Curry.
Yeah, I did.
That's
but,
pretty cool.
Yeah, a couple of years we went to some nationals and seen a lot
Not
of
many
tracks.
people get to do that. I didn't get to
No.
do that. I didn't chase summer nationals growing up.
That'd be
It was a lot of fun. It was so
It'd be
cool
really
though. Like
cool.
back then, though, like we've talked about a lot on the show. But back then, you pull in and people just got regular dually pickup trucks and open trailers, or just like a regular like the enclosed trailer you have. That's what people used back in the early '90s, going all over the country. Not toter homes and not. You find the closest hotel and try to sleep there overnight, or you find a truck stop and sleep in the truck and get to the next track the following day, and that's back when it was fun. David, what year was that when you ran a wedge car? So before we get off here tonight, what's it like being a driver's better half? Is it stressful for you guys most of the year? Is it stressful?
It can be. It's just a lot of work and time to put into the car to make it good. But when everything's going good, it's worth it.
Right. Do you have to listen to a lot of whining throughout the year?
sometimes.
Yeah.
We can elaborate on that if you guys would like to.
Go ahead, might as well.
If we have a bad week, you can tell. It can
Right.
be over at home.
It's towards the end of the year. Like when we did our championship year, it was a lot of work to keep the car going every week. So
What I've noticed too doing the GoPro stuff is, me just being a media guy, like I just go to the races, I have fun, I have a good time or whatever. But hanging out with drivers and stuff and doing GoPro stuff, it's so funny how you can see like demeanors change throughout the year, right? So I'm going to pick on him a little bit. I don't even know if he's watching or Rye's watching or whatever, but Justin Billing's one of them. So in the beginning of the year, Justin was all like, this is awesome, yeah. So like the week before Fun Fest, I'm talking to him in his car or whatever, and he's like, I'm just thinking about selling it all. I'm just tired of this. I'm wore out. I'm just tired, And then Raya's sitting there just shaking her head, and I'm like, he goes, he's like this every year. It's the end of the year. So I think we all get to that point at some time, because you just get so burnt out over the summer, especially, like you said, when you're racing for a championship and you're like, it's, there's difference if you just like go to the track and run for fun, right? Or whatever, you just throw your car in the trailer and go. But when you're running like top 2, 3, 4 in the points and you're trying to be consistent every week, there's just a lot of stress. It's not even at the racetrack. It's in the shop. It's, there's late nights. There's financially, there's stuff that you sacrifice to make that happen. So
yeah, you have to go through the whole car, especially if you're running for the championship, just to make sure that nothing breaks
right.
the next weekend. And sometimes you can't control that.
That's just like T-Mac, right? I mean, T-Mac's won back-to-back Lucas Championship, but you can't. I mean, them guys are consistent as consistent gets, and if you're going to be consistent, that's what you have to do. It's going through everything multiple times.
And these two deserve a little credit because they do work on them. They don't just go hang out with us. If Zach tears the decking out, Allie's helping put it back in. If I go out and burn tires off, Megan's grinding tires. If we knock the nose off either one of the car, they might both be working on the car.
Right.
Yeah.
While we're trying to fix something else, they're doing the stuff that we can't do. So I will give them a perk. I'll give them a thumbs up on that.
I will
Making
too.
sure you got a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. She mops my trailer out.
It's hard to beat, ain't it?
Can't really complain. I can, but it don't do no
Don't
good.
do any good?
Yeah, it don't do no good.
I go to the racetrack, and sometimes you see these guys that have a girlfriend that's on the phone, sitting in the trailer, just don't even really want to be there.
Yeah,
That's not what we
they
got.
Don't do that.
Right.
I like to be involved.
And I make her give up a lot. Our last vacation was to Charlotte, North Carolina to watch the Dirt Track World Finals. Our next vacation is to East Bay to watch the Winter Nationals. That's
still
what
racing.
we do.
Still racing
yeah,
involved.
Her life revolves around what I want to do, and
Yep.
it's not fair, but she takes it good.
Yep.
So you're saying it's going to happen regardless, right? Yeah.
It's okay. We got a trip planned next year, right?
Oh.
Girls trip.
Oh yeah.
And I'm all for them doing their thing every now and then. And
Yeah.
well, I know it really sucks because like this week, this year, me and Zach both had an off weekend one weekend. And Zach goes, "Hey, what are we going to do?" And I said, "Hey, let's go watch the races at Brownstown."
Right.
Neither
We
one of them
did.
wanted to do that.
Right.
No.
And I felt
enjoy
bad.
We were
going
there
to-
though.
Yeah,
We had
I enjoy
fun.
going to watch, but sometimes like towards the end of the year, it's like
Let's do something else.
that's all we do. Yeah.
Yeah. let's
Like I
something
do
else.
enjoy it. I do like to go watch.
But the good thing about it is, though, you have your horses, right? Is that like your stress reliever?
Yes, I
Your
really
getaway.
enjoy my horses.
What's your stress reliever? Get away from Zach and his.
She cleans the house.
Hang out with my family because
Yeah.
they don't live here, so
Right.
gotta go see them.
I think sometimes, our house stays really clean.
I had the same thing in my house.
And I think that, I'll tell her what I'm doing that night, and then I ask her what she's doing. She's like, "Oh, I'm cleaning the house." I was like, "The house is already clean. You just don't want to help me."
Yes. See,
She
I'm the
could
kind
come-
of-
Who wants to do wash days? Who wants to do that?
yeah, I'm the same way. See,
I like wash days
I
actually.
did not even like it when I raced.
I hate wash day.
It's my least favorite.
my wife will mop the floor, clean the counters, whatever. Like the house is spotless, right? So I come home from work, I'll just do whatever. Work on my racing stuff, whatever. She come home and she goes, "Well, we need to mop and dust." I'm like, "We just did that, or you just did that." When he's done again, I was like, no, I don't. She goes, you see them 2 dog prints right over there on the floor? Those need cleaned up. And I'm like, are you serious? Like eagle eye. Like if I'm sitting on the counter, because we got an island in our kitchen, like 30 minutes later, she can come by and tell that I've ate a sandwich with bread right there in that spot. I wipe it all down and everything. She's like, there's a breadcrumb laying over there.
I just rake my crumbs in the floor.
I mean, it just...
In your free time, you can come help clean my house.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever thought about starting a cleaning service?
No, I'm good.
Just your own stuff,
yeah.
right? Just
You
your
don't
own.
have that
Okay.
much free time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you what's helped them too a lot, and I can tell you this because I've seen it and Zach's seen it. Them finding each other.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
BFFs.
It
Yeah.
means a lot. It does. It does mean a
Gets
lot.
her off my back a lot.
We
so.
go hang out with our buddies at the racetrack, and they hang out with our buddies. Well, that's not the way it is no more.
Right.
They hang out with themselves and their
Themselves-
buddies.
their
So
buddies.
We're like,
it's buddies
hey,
hanging with
We're
buddies.
going to do our thing.
Yeah.
Later.
Like at the fair, we left and went and got fair food.
Yeah, and we
Definitely
we
ain't
hang
nothing
out,
wrong with
so-
that.
It's been good for them, and I'm glad they found each other because Megan don't really have a lot of friends. I know that's not nice to say,
So mean.
but she has friends, but none of them come to the racetrack.
Yeah.
Allie
I
don't.
get it.
You know,
Zach's my friend.
Allie don't have a whole lot of friends.
Megan.
She ain't got no friends. She got Megan now and Sammy and
Tristan.
Sammy and Tristan.
Yeah.
Becca.
Yeah.
and when Sammy comes, she hangs out with them, and when Becca comes, so it works out good.
Yeah.
You know, they've got each other, and it really helps.
Your dad has a good point here, though, because this group sitting at this table has been part of more weddings in 2022.
Okay, just the stalkers have though.
Huh?
Not me and JT, just the stalkers.
Oh, wait a minute.
We
Wait a
just
minute.
had a couple.
You had Tristan's,
Right,
and you had Jamie and Kelton's.
right.
There's another one in there somewhere, ain't there?
We had 6 this year.
You also did Luther's daughter.
Yeah, I had Luther's daughter.
So that's 3.
And they had 6, so
Yeah, but 6. How many of the 6 is kind of the ones that they went to, too?
2.
2.
So 4. So that's 7 weddings.
And me and Zach were each in 2 of them.
Whew. That's like one every other weekend.
We were so glad Meg and JT didn't get married this year. We were glad we got married last year.
So that is the date set yet for 2023?
Well, not yet.
Not yet. No date set yet.
Go ahead on the
You will-
schedule.
You will hear it live on Flag to Flag Media when the date is set.
It's
will
why
talk
to get
to-
married
to-
after race season.
It's cold then. I want to have an outside wedding.
Yeah, true.
So June.
That's
Or do you want like more of like you want a summertime wedding, or you want like a
we have
fall
to wait on the
outside?
race schedule, Matt.
No,
But
we
June,
can set
right?
this up. We can set this up. Don't worry about him.
Brownstown ain't even released
I
nothing
done
yet.
tried.
I'm the best wedding planner you ever seen in your life.
You are?
June, is that what you want to do this?
That's what I'd like, but
I'll talk to Jim.
I was going to say, we can probably arrange for that to be an off weekend.
Yeah.
but
That's
June's
like-
coming fast.
That's
So
a lot of people that would be missing.
do
the
it.
race.
You could do it like Dream Weekend. Brownstown's not running in.
What if I want to go to the Dream?
And maybe we want to watch that.
We
I mean,
can.
nothing against them two getting
Listen,
married. I think that's
listen,
awesome.
Listen, this is I'm sorry, guys, but listen, I got to plan this out. Megan and JT get married, Dream Weekend. We have the reception at the Buzz Barn, and we turn the Dream Race on while
hey,
the
we
reception's
just
going.
built this
Yes.
house that's set up for parties, so we can have the reception at our house.
Let's do it.
We're
Turn
partying
TVs
at
on.
the new
We'll watch the
house.
Dream.
I have a projector.
Let's do it. See, we can have a outside. We could even have an outside reception, and we'll watch the Dream.
It'll be like we're there.
Yes,
I'll throw dirt on you.
let's do it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay. Anyway, we got the wedding planned. Good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Luther.
Luther's the best.
He's just saying that.
No, he is right. He is
Oh,
right.
he-
Hey,
has
I'll
our
bend
backs.
over next and he can kiss my butt too.
All right. Do you guys have anything else for tonight's show?
No,
I think Allie did good and Megan did
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Allie was really nervous.
Thank you.
We
This is
don't-
fun. This is so fun.
Like, I feel like you guys are the more outgoing. We're the quiet ones.
My wife's the same.
Normally, whenever we see somebody, I talk for her and I tell her,
way. Same way.
Zach sees anybody at all, and he talks to him.
I'm the same way.
Allie
We go
does.
Same
through
way.
Walmart with JT.
I don't talk to anybody.
That's a
I'm
lie.
very
Okay.
quiet. keep
I
to
know better
myself.
than that. I know better. Than that. I've known you way too long.
I just tell everybody she don't know how to talk, and then I
I'm
just
the
talk
same
for
way.
her.
Hey,
I talk
there
for
was a
Chance
girl
all
at
the time.
Kelton's wedding.
She didn't talk.
They were calling her mouse. And nobody get her to talk. I got her to
Jamie's
talk.
cousin.
Did you?
Yes. I got her opened up. It was just yes or no's, but
she still talked, though,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She made one noise. I said, "Hey, you need to calm it down a little bit and be quiet."
You missed JT's speech also.
I know.
It was really good.
We talked
Corn
about the corn dogs.
Did you really?
My dad's begging me. He's like, "You're gonna embarrass him. Don't do it. Just leave that part out."
He wasn't about embarrassing Kelton.
No.
He was worried about you embarrassing yourself and him.
No, I didn't care. I
That's
didn't know
so
half them
funny.
people, so who cares?
a good time.
Zach danced all night.
Yeah, we did.
Zach did the worm.
I tried.
Did you really?
No, I tried.
He did.
But
I tried.
We've got a video.
JT did the inchworm.
It's a
The
slug.
It was a
was-
snail.
It
I
was
want
a
to see. I want to
slug.
see your version of the worm because my
I
son
don't think
did
I
the
had a
worm
video.
at my niece's wedding. It was bad.
No, I
Like
went
he hit his
faced
face
it.
off the ground.
Yeah, I didn't move after that.
Zach is so good.
I
At it.
tried to
can we
flop my
show it?
legs, and I looked like a dead fish.
How do you get it on the screen?
Can we show it?
No, don't do
We
this.
have to.
It's okay,
No,
buddy.
we
We
can't
have
do
Tyler
to.
that.
Collins wants to see.
We
Zach
have to. Let's see it.
Oh, you're gonna have to hook to the Wi-Fi.
We have to. Before we get off the show, we have to see this worm.
It was.
Wi-Fi.
Zach Stalker worm.
I don't know if we embarrassed Kelton or Jamie or not, but we had a blast at their reception.
It was.
We made some fools, and I'm gonna tell you this: they told us we had to be there. What time do we have at 10:30?
10:30.
We had to be there at 7:30. So
And I was like, I don't want to go there at 10:30. So we get there at 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're done, and for practice or whatever. And
Yo,
I'm like-
Blake's.
I said we're going to the bar.
There you go.
So we
did.
sat there and we got buzzing pretty good at the bar.
Yeah.
And then we come back. Tanner's got more drinks. So we're drinking before the wedding. By the time wedding got around, I was feeling pretty good.
Ready to party.
I was like, let's walk down this aisle.
That's awesome.
Where was you at?
Moving the kids.
Dude, you'd had so much fun with it. Remember last time you
know.
drank with me and Zach?
I know. It's a good time.
Yeah.
He
Real
went
good
through a
time.
case.
Real good time.
He called Addie to bring him another case of beer. Addie's like, where are you at?
I'm at JT's out. Now I was moving the kids.
That's right. Okay, that's fine.
Levi, thanks for tuning in. We love doing this every week. I know we're doing every other week right now because of the wintertime, but we're going to keep the ball rolling on this flag to flag stuff. So we got a lot of content coming up. Also, November 6th, I'm going to Superheat Solutions, Rayburn's old place, to do a shop talk.
Are you?
Yep, going
That'll
up there
be good.
with Justin Shaw.
you're gonna talk about the new cars he's selling.
Yep.
What kind of car is he selling? Meg said something about that. Do you?
It's what is the name
I
of it?
can't remember the name of it,
I got to do some
but
research.
it's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
shipping them up here.
It's a
Shipping
late
up there,
model,
so-
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Did you get it pulled
That's
up?
cool.
I can't get it to load.
We'll
Thank
send it to
goodness.
you.
We'll get it to you.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's
no.
fun. We
I
have
thought
to
it
show
was.
this on. There's people requesting it. Finley's requesting it on here.
No,
gotta
we
show
don't
it.
wanna see this.
And Tyler Collins requested.
I'm just going to say this, okay?
Is it playing?
I had more hope for it. I really thought I was going to be good at it.
It's kind of rough.
The beef berry is like 20 beers
Here.
deep there.
You got to put that in front of the camera.
No, we can't do that.
Take
Yeah,
it
you
up there,
can.
Meg.
No.
Yes, you have to.
That's embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's a good worm.
That's embarrassing.
It's a good worm. Just put it up there in front of that
It's
camera.
embarrassing.
We got to see
These
this.
25 people that's
25
watching.
viewers are going to see Zach Stalker do the worm.
I hope your mom's still watching. She's going to be so proud.
She's seen it already.
Dude, it ain't no worse than JT's. We just don't have video proof of it.
Mine was great.
See,
I don't know what
see
they're
the
talking
camera up there? You got to put it right there in front of it. Here we go.
Can you
right
see
here.
it?
Hit the play button. This is awesome. Here we go. Live on Facebook. Zach Stalker doing the worm, baby.
Becky said no.
Love it. You got 2 ripples out of him.
Your
2
best-
ripples.
I couldn't do anything.
Oh, JT's so proud of him.
He was concussed after
That
that.
is so awesome.
I really didn't want to do it, but he pumped me up and he was like, "You can do it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I can do it."
You want
And I got down there and could not get back up.
to see Owen's worm?
He made me do it
Do you
first.
not have it?
No, I didn't take a video.
It was too good to video.
I'm gonna embarrass my son on here. If I can find his worm, we're showing it too.
Sammy also said she has a video of you singing Ice Ice Baby.
Okay, that was good.
That was killer. He can actually sing, but he won't sing.
He really sings Indian Outlaw really good.
No.
If I can
About
find this real quick.
11 o'clock
Indian
on New Year's.
Outlaw.
Did I not save it? Oh, here it is.
It's got to be better.
Oh, it's
than-
bad.
Get on there, Owen. You need to be able to send this to the live feed so we can see.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to
No,
hook all this in.
JT's. You're going to show it to
Oh,
everybody.
am I?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody stay tuned. You're
here.
not going to want to miss
Go
this.
over to JT and hit the play button. Here's my son's worm from my niece's wedding. Everybody's got to see this. It's got 25 viewers, and I'm going to embarrass him. Just put it right there in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You're good. Here we go. Yep.
Yep.
Here he goes. He like busts his face off the ground. Oh yeah.
Oh, I wish I had JT's.
Me too.
JT's.
Turn the camera down. Can you try it again?
Tried again. I did it successfully the first time.
JT's
That's
was
so
like
awesome.
like this.
Yeah, that's how
Really?
JT did
It
it.
looks
It was
like
an
an
inchworm,
Yeah,
but he called it the slug.
he
You guys have to film that next time.
he swept the floor as he was going across.
Zach pumped me up too. He's like, "Hey, you should do the worm." I was like, "I've never done the worm."
So Zach's new nickname is Worm.
Okay,
That's awesome.
whatever.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Zach the
Worm
worm
and
stalker.
slug.
We're gonna have so much fun tomorrow. Hey, just to let everybody know too. Tomorrow, when me and Stalker headed to Pierce, we're gonna surprise everybody. We're going live on the way up there. If anybody, I know everybody's got to work except me and Stalker. We're going live on the way to Pierce Race Cars tomorrow. So
I mean, I hate that I'm missing it.
I know.
I
you
might
should-
call in sick.
You should call off.
if anybody wants
Can
to,
you do it?
if you guys
I'm on
get
it.
time tomorrow,
I will.
we're gonna
All
be
the
live.
work.
If you want to get on there and talk to us, we're gonna be live.
How
on
long
my
does it
phone.
take to get there?
3.5 hours.
We're the Bug Brothers.
The Bug Brothers.
Who's the Facebook user?
I don't know who that is.
Reveal
Facebook
yourself.
user, reveal yourself. It just pops up Facebook users.
Someone said not good.
It might be Kenny, because Kenny Simpson at one time he was commenting it was Facebook user. So.
The Bug Brothers. I like it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, if you for some reason get sick and need to call into work, you're more
Yeah.
than welcome. We're
Don't
leaving at
forget
7.
though, we're going to Mama Rose's tomorrow
Oh yeah,
evening.
yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Matt, are you actually going to go?
So Randall Delphia,
Oh, my stepdad.
gotcha.
Oh.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yep.
Here's the thing. I will tell you this. For Megan's birthday, I will be at Mama Rose's tomorrow night.
We'll let you know what
Alright.
time.
Let me know what time, and I'll be there for your birthday.
Sounds good.
And I'm singing.
did we invite him Wednesday?
Who?
What are you talking? What happened Wednesday?
I don't get
Allie?
invited to anything. Shh. Okay, well, I must not be allowed to go.
Sorry,
then.
we went to Mama Rose's again yesterday also. So
And we're going to need your help next Saturday too.
Yeah.
For what?
Keeping the fire stoked.
For what?
We got a big. Is Grant watching still? Does anybody know?
We can talk about after the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got something big going on.
I can't
Okay.
let. I don't-
only Blue Crew only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm out there.
So Kenny's invited.
So Kenny's
And
invited?
Gloria.
Yeah, Kenny and Gloria is invited.
But also shout out to my stepdad Randall. He's got a defibrillator, and he had some problems on Monday, and they went to go do surgery on him today, and his heart's doing great. So
Sweet.
don't have to do
Awesome.
Good
nothing.
deal.
So
Good
I'm
deal.
glad to hear that.
it's pretty scary, but for my mom and everybody. But he's doing all right. So
Good deal. Glad to
it was
hear
a
that.
blessing for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Tristan's on now. I wonder if she heard about the big news for next week. Or is it in 2 weeks?
It's in 2
It's 2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
November 10th, Dale McDowell will be
Mac
live
Daddy!
via video chat. We're excited about it. Mac Daddy, right here, 8 o'clock. November 10th.
Eric, I got your shirt. I'll give it to you next Saturday. When you
Zach, we gotta get
when we see you
Luther.
Saturday.
Yeah,
I can't tell you. I can't say why,
Luther's
but
shirt.
we'll see you Saturday.
All right, we're out here 2 weeks. Mac Daddy will be on the show.
I swear, if you do not do the proper closeout,
What? I'm on my way out.
okay. Well, it just seemed like you was ending it quick, and
No.
you wasn't gonna. Okay,
Nope, she was sleeping, so I'm glad she heard it now.
because Aaron
Yep.
Fields might be watching.
I know. We will see everybody in 2 weeks with Dale McDowell, and we'll see you when the next flag flies.
You screwed that up.
What is it?
Until it's your freaking
Yes.
thing.
I've done
Until
it one time. I did it one time. Give me a break.
It's been 2 weeks, dang
Yes,
You're like an elementary school kid.
I am. ADHD. Until the next flag flies, we will see you later.